in the World League, of course. Also, I would say someone who prefers no move NMPZ over moving. I think we also talked to Sadziu, right, on an interview where he said he doesn't like moving that much. Yeah, and that's maybe the advantage for Shiina here, who just plays all modes and is good at all modes. So that could be a bit tricky for Sadziu. But besides that, both very, very strong players. And again, another match where it's really hard to make a clear prediction.
I do love the fact that after these breaks, all chat is talking about is how Danish beer is not the best beer in the world. That's apparently the only takeaway from the announcement of a world championship is, we have better beer than you guys. And you know what? I fully respect that everyone is entitled to their own opinions. And what our opinion is that we're going to see a great game of GeoGuessr Esports right here, right now. Also, Danish beer is the best. Just saying. As we go on into match number 1.
I do believe you. I do believe you. Yes, we start in Malaysia here. White lines, left drive. Suppose. Do we have any province-specific post? Because it looks like Borneo, but I don't know whether it is Sarawak or Sabah. Let's see. We have a hedge from Sadziu covering both mainland and Borneo Island, but Shiina is not just on the Borneo Island, he's also in the right province.
And Shiina, well, I mean, if there was any doubt as to whether he was still as locked in as he was earlier against Harrier, well, here's your answer. Almost 3,000 damage done to Sadziu in round number 1.
Yeah, and we move over to a round in Bangladesh. We have a little bit of info. It's saying Minaipur or something. That's what I can read from there. Minaipur? Should be the
Well, you tell me,
town.
because I don't know what it says.
I can't make out the second letter. Or is it... It's definitely Pur in the end. And Limol? Pur?
What is happening with Shiina? He's flying all around the map. It was up towards the north. I'm not sure we glitched out there for a second, but he was in India, then he was back in Bangladesh like 3 times in the last half second. But,
it was Dinaipur. Okay.
Dinaipur. The more
Pretty
we know.
big city, actually.
Yeah. If only they knew.
Come on now. I would
I'm not gonna
say
say anything. I'm just waiting for you to tell us where in Australia we are.
Yeah, I mean, now it's just coming up over and over and over again, just so everyone can bring that up.
A lot of US rounds, man. Last week and this week, it's been pretty crazy. Not a single Denmark round either. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Shiina, well, he feels like going to Nashville, Tennessee. And, well, we'll see.
Yes,
He's going to be right about that.
615 area code.
Ooh, Washington
like
for Sadziu. Gotta study those phone numbers. That's a 3-round game.
Definitely do, and that's really where it did show. That's the type of knowledge you learn as a moving player, and you fully ignore it as a no-move player. And that was really the difference here. As I said, Shiina, who is also learning that stuff for moving, really dominated the game.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Let's see if Sadziu can now turn it around. Getting into more of his natural habitat. The issue is, his natural habitat in game modes is, well, Shiina's natural habitat in country.
Indeed. We have the pole plates, which are the, what is that region again? I'm blanking. But the one with Toyama and Niigata.
You never admit that you're blanking. You just say, let's leave it to the chat to guess.
Okay,
you know?
I actually have to Google that.
And while our expert is getting even smarter,
it was Hokuriku.
Had to Google, is this USA or no? Okay, it's not America. Great, we'll continue. Sadziu confirming up towards the northern coast.
I am allowed to Google. I'm just yapping about the game, but yeah, it was Hokuriku region. They are both in the Hokuriku region, but it is a long stretch along the north.
I love chat instantly going banned for Googling. Geologia's out here cheating. What is this?
I was double checking. Okay, I said Hokuriku.
Shiina doesn't take any time. Well, actually, it kind of took a minute, but able to come out victorious in Japan in round number 1. We'll see if he can continue his streak as we get into round number 2. And what are you thinking? Sadziu is in Italy. quickly at that too, close to San Marino.
Yeah, these buildings kind of look Mediterranean, but I wouldn't be able to tell on which side we are. Could see France, could see Italy.
Ooh,
I didn't think Spain.
Back and forth. It's up committing to...
It is France. Yeah.
Wow, and West at that too. I mean, this game might be over before we even realize it. Sadziu, you gotta start turning this around, my man.
Yeah, not the easiest round to be fair. I think I would have ended up with the same guess as Shiina, simply because of the fact I would have covered Spain, France, and Italy with my guess. But yeah, very good guess nonetheless.
Mountains across Albania is where Shiina is headed. You know what? I'm just on team Shiina. If he goes Albania, it's got to be right.
Yeah, I mean both players. And that is a very close guess from Sadziu there.
Sadziu barely even zoomed in on Europe before he clicked, and he's 2.4 kilometers off that.
I mean, he took his time to really look at everything he had on the location.
Yeah.
And got the better guess down. And again, a somewhat straightforward round. It should be somewhere around the biggest circle of Joburg. But I don't know where exactly.
Well, Shiina bouncing around a bit as well, trying to figure out where he's supposed to go. This time around off by a bit as well. So finally, Sadziu able to breathe, able to get a couple of rounds under the belt. And now we'll see if he can keep this small but ever so increasing momentum going his way.
And again in Australia, I mean, Shiina had to make a couple guesses in Australia today already. So let's see where he will end up here. I do think that we are in South Australia. I hope shouldn't be Western. So yeah, South Australia. We have Sadziu going east of Adelaide. Shiina more Western, hedging the ocean. But look at that.
Ooh, big hit from Sadziu. Strikes back, and now back in the leading seat. We'll see if he can maintain this spot. Currently set up 1,300 points, but again, give us just one single train track, and Shiina's right back in it.
Sadziu really showing us and proving why he is in this pro league, because on the last couple rounds he didn't strike as strong as he would have liked, but now it seems like he's locked in. Let's see if he can keep up that momentum.
What do they see there in the distance? You have 3 cities indicated. Not sure if it's big enough for them to read what it actually says, but Shiina commits up towards the north. Sadziu is looking the same direction too.
I don't know if you could read the number, maybe the road number. It's maybe a bit bigger than the town itself, but it did look nonetheless. So
Shiina's up there, right on the border. It's not going to be enough for game nowhere near, but still an ability or a chance for him to put a stop to the momentum that Sadziu was starting to get off of a couple of rounds gone his way in a row. As we now go into round number 7, and look, oh look where we are.
Okay, we are in California. Not just saying the country.
Okay.
I'm telling you the state.
I see what you're doing.
I'm telling you the state so I can make up for it, you know.
Fair enough.
But yeah, we should be in California. We had those stripes. We have a bike path here as well. The vegetation, everything screams like California to me. Besides that, California can be quite tough at times to get a good region guess down. It's the second biggest state after all, so still a lot of room to either gain or lose points.
Shiina looking down to Stockton, zooming out again. Now in Sacramento, jumping around a little bit, but they're in and around the same area. Sadziu, though, south of the bay. Shiina, for the most part, stays north, but now hopping down towards the south as well. As the guess come through, it was up in Sacramento. He was there earlier. Still close up to the spot. We'll tie things up.
California is the third biggest state. See, that's a GeoGuessr thing. I don't know.
It's gonna be the fourth biggest after
consider
Greenland,
the states, right? I'm not thinking of Alaska, because Alaska is just something you don't need to consider ever
or Greenland
on your state guesses.
Yeah.
I will leave that.
I'm a Danish person. I can make those
else.
jokes. It's okay, guys. It's okay.
I'm not allowed to joke about it. You can.
As we head into round number 8, a crucial one at that. Let's see here. Both of them set around 2,000 points. And country, big enough. The big damages can come through as, oh, would you have it? We're back in the US once more.
You know, now I'm not sure. I don't want to shout out a state right off the bat. But I thought like the Kansas area, Oklahoma area is possible.
Well, let's see.
Somewhere in the Midlands. But both of them do disagree. They're a bit further towards the east. And it's just along the border of Mississippi. They both actually kind of far along that border, you know?
It wasn't Kansas. It wasn't Pirate Kansas. It was Mississippi. As Shiina able to retake his lead. Now 5 times multipliers, though. This game can still easily swing both ways. Round 9 is where we're set. And Sadziu, this is your time to strike back if you don't want to leave Shiina walking off with 3 points.
No, and this is another round which shouldn't decide the game. It could, though. We are in the UAE. And it is quite mountainous, so we should be somewhere on the eastern side. Now, if one of the players decides to go all the way north and one player is down in the south, it could be game, you know? With 5 times damage, I mean, Sadziu is on 1.1k health. You can easily deal 1k damage here.
It would definitely be a rarity to have a UAE aim decider, but I'm all for it. I am all for it for sure. As they're both looking, you can see there, if it's a dam up on the left side, I'm not sure. It looks very specific what they're both trying to look for. Shiina maybe looking for train tracks. Sorry, mate, there aren't anyone nearby. As the guesses do come through, let's see if he's gonna get it. He's gonna be closer. Shouldn't be enough. Nah, not gonna.
No, no, still a fairly small country. I mean,
I was lagging for a second there. It looked like it was going into 1,000. I was like, wait, how is that so much damage? And it wasn't.
Also, doing my part here, my job as an analyst, they did scan for roads that go through mountains. That's why they hovered over the map. It's not they were looking for a place name or for something specific. It's just that you can somewhat make out the terrain on the map sometimes. And by that, I guess they just looked for a road that goes through the mountains. Because usually they go next to the mountains. But sometimes, you know.
For the 8,722nd time today, we head back to the US, and a deciding run at that. It is round number 10. Sadziu, hands to the head, hoping, praying. He's right on this one. He needs at least 1,500 damage done to Shiina to make this a 1-1 game and take us into NMPC. Shiina is all the way up in Pennsylvania, so the distance between them is there, but Shiina is going to be closer.
Getting the right state as well to end it off. I mean, what is there to do? I mean, it looked like Sadziu played bad, but honestly, Shiina was for the whole day, but he's still very locked in.
Yeah.
Playing very, very, very well.
Gotta wear that shirt every day, Shiina, man.